but there was a lot of helping going on, and everybody knew everybody, and that kind of thing. So I was lucky.
Well,
enough
you would
to
have
get
more
that,
of it up there than you would here.
Yeah, and that's my point being. Nowadays, most kids grow up and I know I wonder if they even play with each other in the same neighborhood. They probably don't.
You wonder.
You don't know.
Well, the thing is, at least 50% of their playtime, and perhaps more, is now spent watching TV.
Yeah.
Which is antisocial if there is anything.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I mean I look at and as much as things change, in some situations they stay the same, because my childhood was essentially the same as yours as far as school and playing. We just played with the neighborhood kids.
Yeah.
We made our own ball field. We did have Little League, but we were all interested in baseball much more than 1 week a game.
Yeah.
Or one game a week,
yeah.
I should say. I mean, we played every day. And your baseball games were just once a week.
Yeah, that's true.
And so as the neighborhood kids, we all got together and we made our own field out in the woods, actually, and we had the trees as part of the field, and
you had a good situation,
stuff like that. And I did have a good situation, and so in a lot of ways, when you're talking about your childhood, it felt exactly like mine.
Yeah.
I'll
tell you, remember the Waltons?
Yeah.
That is my kind of childhood. That was set just about the time that I was a kid.
But they were out in the country.
Yeah, they were out in the country. But I mean, even we in Davenport, were at Grandma's at least, were kind of out in the country, because we had a big pasture out back of the place. I don't know, 80 acres or more. I can't remember, but it was large. Well, I can tell you it was how many square blocks? 1, 2, 3, about 6 square blocks.
Wow.
Big. And right down the center of the thing ran a little creek down in a recess, and then it ran to kind of a little swamp down there. So we had everything in there that we wanted in that place to play around in. So we were kind of like in the country there too, and we wear a pair of overalls and nothing else all summer long. That's all.
Yeah.
Barefooted. No shirt on.
Yeah.
Nothing in our pockets but frogs and a pocket knife.
Yeah.
Oh, and garter snakes. We used to catch garter snakes and put them in our pocket.
Yeah. And in suburban America, I guess that just doesn't happen anymore.
No.
That kind of growing up like that.
No. So I really think that when people think of the good old days, they're not thinking of anything mechanical or anything material. They're thinking of human relationships.
Yeah.
They were better then than they are now.
Right.
And I can say they definitely were better.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's kind of a condition of living here in the West, where everyone comes from different places and they all have their own ideas and they just stay to themselves, kind of thing. But I guess that's the continuing plight of the urbanization. I mean, everybody's moving to cities, yeah. And from other places. Anyways, thank you.
Thank you.
We'll wrap for today.
Let's take a look at that.